Yo, we changed locations. I know we was on the spiritual tip. You know what I'm saying? What happened was, I guess it was technical difficulty, but it's cool now. Trying to set everything up there right. We're at a different location. But I know we were talking about spiritual, you know what I'm saying? And I know I was talking about what my pastor did. You know, my pastor was, he would always say, go read it for yourself. And God make you something different than what he gave me. So, but when it comes to religion, you know, I believe that's why it's so much from Christianity. That's why I think it's a big gap in between all this stuff, because they believe this and they believe this. And the thing is, I believe that we all supposed to believe in something different. Even if it's literally the same thing, we're supposed to believe differently, because God is a creator. That means he's an artist, or it's an artist. And if you're an artist, which you are, you draw, you're an artist in that aspect as well. If somebody asks you to draw the same thing again, then somebody asks you to draw the same thing again. Now you can do that, but you know, I'm better than that. I can do way better than that. So what I'm gonna run copies of this one so people won't ask me to draw it again, and I'm gonna sign it. Because I'm a creator, I can't keep doing the same thing over and over again.
So. You're also a businessman.
Yeah.
So you'd be doing that, most definitely. That's a businessman idea right now.
Yeah.
Most definitely, that was a business move.
Yeah, but you gotta think about the greatest creators, you know what I'm saying, as far as pen game, as far as drawing. They drew one and everybody dug that. They didn't know, they said draw multiple. That's how God is, man. He didn't make me and then somebody else just like me and then somebody else just like me. No. It just kept making things that was different, that was similar at the same time.
Not to get too far off from what we're talking about, right? But do you remember when we first met?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Was the airport in?
Mr. A.
Mr. A, bro.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah.
But now I was literally asking you because I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, it's Mr.
It's
A.
been that many years, though,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the question is, with everything that we've done individually and together, any business guru, any business book is going to tell you that you got a plan to the end. So, in true Avengers fashion, what is the end game for iVision Digital to you? What is the level of success you want? You see this going to?
The level of success, I can't speak on it. Like, because it's out of my hands. Like, I can't even think of what I want next, because like I said, when I start changing my mind, the way I think, that kind of stuff changed too. It's like, I don't necessarily want to say the end of my road, you know what I'm saying, or what I want to see, because what you speak, God to put it into existence. So
precisely, that's my point, right?
Yeah,
so you got the power of speaking it into existence.
Yeah, you got the power of speaking to existence, but what is my power? I don't care about certain stuff I do that way.
You don't want limits.
Because I it's like an artist. Like, people call me a gospel artist, you know, stuff like that.
Right.
No, I don't put a title on my artistry, because it's more than music. It's more than graphic design. It's more than business. But I have goals, like that. Like you say goals, like it's different. Like that's a different thing. Like, goals is for iVision Digital. It's all artists to be successful in the way that they want to be successful. If it's financially, if it's mentally, if it's physically, whatever way that they want success. Because the first thing I ask, you know, in iVision Digital, when you first come in, I say, what you want to do outside of music? Remember I said that? What you want to do outside of music? Because what you want to do outside of music is going to probably give you the income to help you with your music, and to put your music out there. And even if you didn't do music for anybody else, and you was a millionaire off real estate, you can do music yourself. Because one thing, as a music artist, you're going to do music if nobody hears it.
What do you think the state of the game is right now with the music industry? You got the independent artists come up, right? As far as everybody pushing the independent grind, right? So avoid the 360 contracts, right? Everybody's against the 360s. I get that. So the independent grind, you don't have the system behind you, which means you're responsible for everything yourself. Hopefully you have a team. I don't really see any independent artists being successful without a team. And then you got people that are taking these deals because they're trying to use those deals to kind of elevate themselves. Even if it's a 360, you still got those months to a year to 2 years, whatever contract you sign, right? To elevate yourself, to have that promotion, to do BET interviews, Breakfast Club, music videos, whatever their marketing plan is going to be for you, plus whatever money they put behind you. Where do you see the path of Ivision Digital going?
It's independence. You know, I look up to Jermaine Dupri. You know what I'm saying?
Why Jermaine Dupri of all people? Like, what stands out for Jermaine Dupri for you?
For one, he's the youngest record label to ever have a platinum artist. I don't like black people or white people. He was the youngest business owner to have a platinum artist, and the first female platinum artist, rap platinum artist, the Brat.
Nice.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what he did was amazing, but he was still kind of rocking with a label. But Master P is like he the GOAT.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, P is the GOAT.
I'm really just starting to understand how many levels there are to like Master P and what he's been doing out here.
Man, Master P is the GOAT. Like, everything he did was out the trunk.
Yeah.
Those millions of albums he was selling was out the trunk. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, moving from New Orleans to LA with like, I think like $5,000-$10,000 and opening up his own record store. There's no limit. You see what I'm saying? Then look who came behind it. Baby Them came right behind the same format. Then the big labels, like, who is these cats? Mm-hmm. Who is these independent companies? You know what I'm saying? Right. I give it the 666. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They did their thing on a whole other level with him with Time Mind.
Right.
But he did something. He did something that was so big and so different.
I don't think people really understand how successful Master P really is.
Man, Master P, put it like this, if it weren't for Master P, there wouldn't be a, what's the guy name that played with Dia?
Tyler Perry?
It wouldn't be a Tyler Perry.
Why you say that?
Because Master P was, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm pretty sure I'm right, he's the first black man to ever do a movie, direct it, and produce it with his own money, and it goes into the movie theater. I have to go with the first movie as a black man to ever do it.
What movie was that?
I Got the Hook on One. He paid for everything and got it in theaters. Black man. Rapper. This a rapper.
That's big.
And Master P is and put it like this, Master P is what every black man wants to be. And to this day, he was a rapper. Mm-hmm. Made a lot of money.
Okay.
He was in the movies.
Okay.
Made a lot of money.
Okay.
He was in the NBA and made a lot of money.
Wait, I didn't know about the third one. He was in the NBA and made a lot of money.
Oh yes, he played for the Raptors.
Master P hoop professional.
Yeah, he had his own shoes, P. Millers. He came out with his own shoes. Big Baller Brand is the second company to do this. Percy Miller, the P. Millers, he wore his own shoes while he played basketball in the NBA. He played with Steph Curry then. You see what I'm saying? Like,
learning a whole lot right now.
That's the thing, man. It's like, even with hip hop, you know, these cats want to do it, but they don't even want to know who laid down the foundation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he laid down the foundation, man, that you could be an independent label from not just from the South, in general, and not be signed with no major company and do what he did.
So now, fast forward to 2019, right? The game is digital. The game is digital now, right? So we got mediums like this. We're able to take this amazing camera. Y'all can't see it. This camera is absolutely freaking crazy, right? We can take technology, we can use it to our advantage, because we're not throwing CDs out the trunk anymore, right? CDs ain't current, they're now up to date. What's the next move? How do we be successful in this climate? You know, you got a lot of competition out there. Marketing is very tedious because a lot of people are forced to have to rely on different social media platforms that may or may not push your posts, right, where you want it to be. Because I know Facebook is weird, man. You know, one day I'll post something, it'll get 200, 300, 400 likes. Next day I'll post something, it'll get 200, 300, 400 likes. And I'm like,
But
same content.
before I answer that, we living in a world I call the instant world.
Okay.
That
Instant
means
world, I like
the
that.
instant world. That means that everybody wants stuff instant. Like you want your coffee instant. You want your food instant. You want your money instant. You want your time. Everything is just instant. You want everything now. That's why I can pull up my phone and record us in 4K. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And put it straight to the internet.
Right, exactly.
It's an instant world. So right now, the game is instant. Like I literally heard, I was in a conversation yesterday about Cardi B. They was like, Cardi B ain't put out, my niece was like, Cardi B, no, my daughter was like, Cardi B need to put out new music. And she ain't had no new music. And I was like, well, I'm not that fond of all the new artists, but I know she just put out a song with Kelly. Right. That DJ Kelly song. I'm like, but she's a part of the project. Okay. And I was like, she just put out the biggest album last year. The biggest album last year. But my little girl will be 17. So it's like it's already old.
Yeah.
Something that came out last year already old. Like artists.
I'm talking, you know, and I'm working with these kids right now, right? They talk to me like, they'll say, you know, like 16, 17-year-olds. They're telling me that, you know, Kendrick and J. Cole, that's old school. I'm like, that's right now though, ain't it? That really made me think about how old I am. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm 29. You know what I'm saying? I'm bumping Kendrick, I'm bumping Cole. You tell me that's old school. I'm like, I don't compete. I'm doing the math. You ever see the memes where you had the woman face and you see all the mathematical equations behind her? I'm like, old school. I'm checking my beard. I'm checking my beard for grays. I'm like, what's happening? Man, these kids make me feel real old. But like, that goes right into what you was just saying, though, about being in this instant world, right? You know.
Yeah.
But for me, it's about the keys now. It's about the keys. I know so many independent artists in this city. Obviously, myself included. Obviously, you included, right? Honestly, the entire iVision digital team, right? Shout out Rennie Quill. It's like talent is just a small piece. It's so small because talent ain't even all that. You know, you think it would be, but it's not. The business side's got to be down. The grind's got to be down, right? And also shaking the right hands, signing the right deals if you're gonna go the label route. But you do. How do you win? How do you defeat this?
It's all business.
It's all business. You say it's all business.
It's all like it's 90% business, 10% music right now.
90% business, 10%.
Thing is, like, if you catchy and somebody see you can get it just like that. It's like us as artists that actually got substance and actually have storylines and stuff like that. We still stuck in that mindset. We still waiting on the white guy in the limo to pull up while you walking out. We're like, come on,
yeah,
I'm gonna give you a contract.
You know what I'm saying? Just
like,
contractual Jesus just
you know
pull
what
up
I'm
on you like, hey, it's gonna change your life today. You can rap your butt off.
Yeah.
Let's go.
See, that's
I'm like, yeah.
That's what
that doesn't happen.
Cause like the thing is, it does happen, but it happens not with the necessary conscious rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's gonna happen with the young guy that's talking about money, cars, and clothes. But that's what the kids want to hear. They want to hear about money, cars, and clothes and the stuff they can't afford.
Right.
So that's their goals. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're trying to get to. They're not trying to listen to the new school Granny's Got a Baby. You know what I'm saying? Or the I made it out the hood. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do it no more. Okay. They want to hear the stuff that they involved in. They still in the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they can understand what the artist is saying. They just don't know the artist that's saying it ain't doing it. They just got a gimmick. They got a gimmick. Somebody found them with a gimmick. They had green hair, or they had this, you know what I'm saying, the way they carry themselves. And they made these artists into these characters. You know
Got you, Snitch 9, yeah, man.
See, like I said, I'm not too knowledgeable about that type stuff, but
a lot of tattletailing going on with 6ix9ine nonsense. You ain't aware? That boy telling on people. He name dropping in court now.
See, I don't know.
Jones came up, Cardi B came up in court. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, my thing is, bro, it's like I appreciate my ability to sense vibes and energy on people, and it's like as soon as I saw dude's face, I was like, nah. Like, it ain't because of his hair, it ain't because of his tats.
Big 6ix9ine on his
Yeah, with the rainbow hair. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I'm sitting there like, man, nah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, music hype. I'm not one of those. Oh man, I enjoy it. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it, especially when I saw dude face. I was like, what the hell is this? The sugar-coated bull, like, no. But the beat drop, he got the aggression, he's got the charisma, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I can see why people really rock with this. And then boom, you know, from a character standpoint, he's doing all this. It's like there is though, despite what you just said, which is true, there is a audience for that conscious music, right?
It's a huge audience.
Otherwise, labels like Dreamville couldn't exist.
Yeah,
his entire team is smashing it right now. You know what I'm saying? JID, Bass, Swavo. I hope I'm saying his name right. You did like just that whole Dreamville team. Cole himself, of course. Then you know what I'm saying. Then you got the Kendricks, you got the Logics, you got Token, you got it's artists out there with the content, the ability, that talent, right?
I don't feel like honestly that they can go their full potential based off of a certain image that's wanted by them.
Right.
Like I believe Kendrick could be spitting like Lupe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Almost definitely.
I believe that he could be spitting like Lupe, but based off of who he is now, I don't think he can say everything that he want to say. And that's one thing I do respect about J. Cole. Like, that's new school to me. You know what I'm saying? Cole is new school to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, him and to me, he the leader of him. Like, I still gotta say Lupe new school to me. You see what I'm saying? Based off of, you know what I'm saying? Just based off of what I've experienced and what I came up off of, you know. Right. I seen Lupe, like, what was it, 09? Somewhere around there?
I think it was like 09, 2010.
Like somewhere around there. So it's like,
yeah, we both did.
To me, that's not long ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, old school to me is at least 99. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At least 99. And I didn't even realize, like, I was having a conversation with my nephew a few years ago. And we was talking about Drew. I was talking about Drew Hill. He was like, I ain't never heard of Drew Hill. I said, what?
And I'm not even an R&B type, bro, but like Drew Hill is love, bro. Like, come on. Bro.
But this the thing.
Like, it makes sense.
I said, he said, I ain't never heard Drew Hill. I'm like, so you know her song, Tell Me? He's like, oh, I heard that before, but I don't know what it is. I was like, dude, how you not know the Drew? He's like, I was born in 99.
Boom.
I was like,
yeah, think about it. I mean, even with me, right?
Born? You know, it's like it freaked me out. This is a couple years ago. I'm like, you was born in 99?
Yeah, really think about that.
Yeah, I'm like,
think about that. I'm doing paperwork at my job. I'm seeing kids, you know what I'm saying, birthdays say 2000, 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's just interesting, you know, just evolving and getting older in this game, watching the musical climates, you know. And that's why I try to make sure I have, just trying to keep a style that's adjustable. You gotta be able to mold to the climate, you know. And when I first started, I was such a culturalist, right, lyrically, that I was just like, you know, I couldn't compromise as far as how I was approaching it, because I had to stay true to the hip hop roots, right? I was like rigid with that, right? And then I met real hip hop heads. And then found out, even with the wordplay that I was coming with, the fact that I wasn't knowledgeable of so many other artists that was doing it the way I was doing it, I was just like, oh. Yeah. And then, you know, the hip hop heads, they can be pretty vicious, bro.
Oh, yeah.
They can be vicious. They will cut you down to a fine line. So, you know.
It's personal.
Right, it's a personal experience. And I respect it. So, but I had multiple experiences with that, right? Just depending on who I'm talking to. Now, I'm speaking with my guy Jason, and hey, it's always an educational situation. Shout out Jason, right? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the way he would just introduce me to artists after artists after artists that I had either just never really paid attention to or never even heard of, right? And then you get around some of these other culture vultures, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell you that you're not real hip hop because you don't know X, Y, Z. Like, you heard this conversation, right? Oh, you ain't hip hop, you don't know about. I'm like, what's that got to do with my pen hitting my pad, though?